prepare as thoroughly as you can. The guys play their asses off.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game. Another game.
Listen, we talking about practice. Not a game, not a game, not a game. We talking about practice.
That you probably won't say it again.
I bet I do.
Okay.
Chris?
If you want to crown them, then crown their ass. If they are who we thought they were, when we let them off the hook.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Gather around, Scoreboard brothers and sisters. This is Skull Rants, brought to you by minnesotasports.com. I'm your host, Dave. You can follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook at Skull World. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Make sure you leave a comment. Tell me what you think about me saying we dominated, just not on the scoreboard. I think it's true. Let me have it. Tell me what you think. Tell me I'm crazy. I mean, I was sitting watching my couple YouTuber friends of mine, or a few of them, talk about the game throughout the game. Man, they were just in the dumps the whole time. And I'm like, it's not that bad, guys. It's not that bad. These things were the things that happened in this game were completely fixable. I'm going to start by telling you how we dominated. 29 first downs. 29 first downs. 17 passing, 10 rushing. First downs by penalties, only 2. Okay, so it wasn't just that we were getting flags. Third down efficiency, 50%, 6 for 12. Fourth down efficiency, 1 for 1. 71 plays. We haven't done that. I was in my previous shows with Skoldoc saying, where are the plays at? We held them to 49 plays. Below 50. 71 plays to 49. Then you throw the yards in there. They only got over 200 because of the last couple of bogus drives. 415 yards offense. Skoldoc said, hey, offense is going to blow up this week. I'm sure we didn't score the points that he wanted, but 227 total yards to them, 415 for us. And we solved our problem the second half. We drove, we scored. The only reason we didn't score in the first half because an interception in the end zone. What were you looking at, Sam? Just throw it away. And then 2 missed kicks by Reichert. I hope he doesn't have a too bad of a leg problem. Looks like he was injured. He still went out there and kicked. So what a trooper there. He first miss of the year. Only guy not to miss an extra point or a field goal. And then he missed 2 field goals. So that wasn't good. That was, but we came out. What did we do? We come out and tie the game right away. Come on, tie the game right away and go up 14-7. More total drives in 11 drives. Hit 5.8 yards per play. Them at 4.6. What do we got here? Sacks. 4. We got 4 sacks on them for 30 yards. They got 3 sacks on us for 20. All that in the first half, I think. Maybe 1 time maybe 2 in the first half, 1 in the second, I forget. But hey, it wasn't that bad of a problem. I know people are all over our offensive line. Honestly, Sam Darnold's holding the ball too long, and you all know it. He's just holding the ball too long. And for some reason, instead of just taking a sack, he runs a little farther back. I don't know what that is. But hey, twice he took sacks to take us out of field goal range. Rushing 133 yards to their 68. We got a running game. Awesome. I'll take it. Rushing, 4.2 yards per rush. They were 3.6. Red zone, 3 for 5. In the red zone, obviously the missed field goal and the missed pick. And then throwing the pick. Penalties, 3 for 41. Not bad. They had 7 for 50. Okay, and one of them was a pass interference penalty that got them a field goal. For us, one of our penalties was a pass interference. Got a lot of chunk yardage there. Fumbles lost 1. And keep in mind, it was a scoop and score on, I guess you would call it a strip sack, but there was a penalty call and they picked it up. Got hit in the face the second game in a row. blow to the face. This time they call it, they pick it up, they get a touchdown. They did not score an offensive touchdown, and one of their field goals came off a pass interference penalty late in the game. So we didn't even give up any offensive points the first half, and it took them a while to get 3 in the second. So interceptions thrown 2, both not good. Both not good. The Justin Jefferson was more of a timing. He threw where Justin Jefferson was going to be, but the defender was underneath the route. He just all he had to do was go and get it. So that's it's a similar issue, and he did it in an inconvenient time. We just got the ball from them, and we just gave it right up again. So I can't do that. Time of possession, we were just dominating the whole game on time of possession. At one time, we were 28-12. We ended the game 36-23. 36 minutes to 23. This is probably, I don't know if there has been another game where we dominated the time possession more than this. I would have to go back and look at the Texans game. Other than that, I don't know what year we did that. 36-23, time of possession. So all statistical things you could probably think of except for turnovers, we dominated this game. Think about the 2009 NFC title game. 500 yards to 200. We dominated that game, but we lost, right? This, we dominated that game and won. So I will take it 10 out of 10 times. 10 out of 10 times I take a victory like this. This is a 4-4 team that hadn't lost by more than one score all year. Okay? They still haven't. And we almost did it if it wasn't for a pass interference penalty where we gave them their first 2-score loss. So, hey, we didn't play a horrible team here. So, ultimately, we dominated them. Offensively and defensively. It was the turnovers. That's the problem. That was the problem. That was the problem in the first few games of last year. Dominating offense, just giving the ball up. Same deal here. You got to fix that. Sam Darnold, it was his deal today. It was definitely his deal. The 2 picks and the fumble made this game close. Okay. Joe Flacco, only 179 yards. I took the under on that. I was right. On that Sam Darnold, I took the over. He had 290. I was right. Justin Jefferson, nice play to get it back to nice throw. He had a 28 for 34. Sam Darnold, 290 yards, 8.5 yards per average, 3 TDs, 2 picks. I will take it. Got sacked 4 times. Okay, so it was the other way around. They sacked us 4 times. I thought so. I thought they had 3 sacks in the first half, and I thought they had 1 in the second. So I read that wrong. 107 quarterback rating. I only think he was below 100 once. I think it was the Jets game. Aaron Jones, I took the under on that one. He only got 64 yards. However, great job late in the game, just killing the clock on these guys. 4-minute offense. We ended up with a touchdown. Hell of a throw. It was a hell of a play where we got Josh Oliver a touchdown. 5 catches for 58 yards. I'll talk more about that. Cam Akers came in and gave us a spark. However, there was a second and 8 or 9 on a draw play, and he had a wide open lane on the left. He took it right and didn't get any yards. So Cam Akers, just you could have helped us out there. And that was, I think, a drive that stalled. I think it ended up in a sack and out of field goal range, and that's where that 4th sack came from. So Cam Akers came in 6 for 46, 7.7. Aaron only had 3-yard average, but hey, he started the game pretty strong. He ended the game strong, and that was important. Justin Jefferson, just hell of a game. 9 targets, but 7 for 137. Sam, you gotta stop forcing him the ball. He did, and that's where we got that second pick. Josh Oliver, big time step up, best game of his career with us. 5 for 58. Jordan Addison, I took the over on this, so I think he only had a 39. He ended up with 42. I believe was what they had him at. So I think we got this one. TJ Hawkinson, I had the over. He got 27 yards. So Yeah, that didn't work out. I think the over was higher than that, if I'm not mistaken. Aaron Jones, 4 catches for 18. Brandon Powell had a nice catch at the beginning of the game. Sheffield Sr. had a catch. Jalen Naylor had a touchdown. Loved it. Akers, 2 for 7. Johnny Munt almost had a diving catch. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys had catches. 10 were targeted. I mean, we spread the ball around. We ran the ball 4.2 yards per carry for 133 yards. I think that's one of our better outputs on the year. 290 yards by Sam Darnold. That was one of his better outputs on the year. Total offensive domination, except for the turnovers. So, hey, go look at the game again. That's what happened. We missed picking the end zone, 2 missed field goals. We at least have 9 points in that first half. At least. All right. And then we don't turn the ball over. We're up 9-0 in the first half. Okay. And then we go and score, 3 more touchdowns. All right. That would be a 30-point game. All right. That's what it would have been. Riker missed 2 kicks he normally makes. Even then, we're 27. And I picked us 27-20. We would have had 27 points. Even if with that, even with the pick. Now defensively, pretty solid game, man. Pretty solid game. I don't think anybody stand out as, bad. I do feel like we gave Jonathan Taylor 13 carries for 48 yards. They were running a little bit on us, but 68 yards, and it was a close game the whole, most of the game up until, we went up. The pick, they came and kicked the field goal. Then it was 14-10. So it was pretty close the whole game. And they only rushed 68 yards. So hell of a job. I don't know what you're watching if you don't think we dominated that game except for turnovers. Josh, defensive, nobody had over 60 yards. Alec Pierce, Josh Jones had 6 catches, 60 yards. Alec Pierce 3 for 41. I do not like how we're making big plays over the middle. I give you that. But defensively, they play a little bend but don't break. But we didn't bend or break really that much. They only got 220 some yards, right? What was that? 220? 227. Now, Greener took that last drive of the game. Our defense took over. Greener got 2 sacks. Jihad Ward got 1. So we ended up with 3 sacks. QB hits 7. Okay, so a little bit better game than the last game. We didn't get after the quarterback that great. We did pressure him. He had to get rid of the ball a little too fast, right? I think it was schemed well because we got guys open. I don't think we're winning individual efforts. I don't think we're winning winning the rep on pass rush on the defensive line. I think we're struggling there. And shout out to Flores for scheming him open. And maybe that's his deal. He's trying to scheme a guy open rather than, lose your lane. Might be the case. But I think we did a lot better job than that than the Rams game of getting pressure in. No one really stood out all that much. Byron Murphy got another pick. Big moment. Harrison Smith, I thought he had a good game, knocking balls out of people's hands. He got that fumble recovery at the beginning of the game. I won't take credit for that. I said he'd have a big play. I said maybe a strip sack coming off the edge, causing a fumble or something. He got a fumble recovery, but hey, he did knock a couple balls loose, man. Nice hitting. Hitman is still here, man. Hitman is still here. I think I couldn't pick out a bad defensive player. Really? I'm trying to think. Was there anybody that just stood out as bad? I don't think so. Maybe some tackling early on in the game. I don't know. I don't feel like it. Although I do feel like if Joe Flacco would have, dumped a couple balls off, threw it to a different guy, there might have been a different turnout. in this game. We might have got a few extra first downs against us. I think Joe Flacco made some bad choices, but I think we made him make bad choices. I think we made him throw the ball, throw a bad ball, like uncatchable balls. I think we forced him into that. And the stats show it. 179 yards, man. 179 yards. 63.7 quarterback rating with 1 pick. Could have had another one, too. We almost had another one. He threw it straight into our guys' hands, and it bounced around to 3 guys. I think we totally dominated that game, and I was just frustrated that we weren't winning on the scoreboard the whole game. I had to take a deep breath. I took myself away from Twitter. I had to mute some YouTube channels I was watching. I was watching a couple. I wasn't doomsday in this game. I didn't feel. I thought there was some shitty things. I did tweet out this half's been shit, and the only reason I says the half's been shit is because it was. We weren't winning when we should have been winning. That's the only thing there. It's a bad first. Someone said when's the worst half that you ever seen? It's the worst half I've ever seen. I mean, 2022 Dallas, that was 10, 20 times worse than this. We were only losing 7-0, and we could have scored. We should have been leading that game. We should have been leading that game in the first half. This game, I mean. So I am not doom and gloom. We're 6-2, still in the easy part of our schedule, and our offense woke up today. I don't know what you were watching if you don't think our offense woke up today. All aspects of the offense. And honestly, the offensive line settled down that second half and wasn't that bad. All right. Wasn't that bad. And our illegal procedures, our offensive pre-snap penalties weren't there. A lot of good things happened that way. Now, missing 2 field goals and the way Sam Darnold turned the ball over, not great, right? Not good, but other things got ironed out in this game. So, in the way the defense held these guys to 6 points on offense and 222 yards, a lot of good things to get out of this game. A lot of good things this game. KOC was 0-3 on Sunday night. We won this game tonight against a team that was 4-4, and every game has been a 1-score game with these guys. We beat them. I'll take it. I will take it. We lost the turnover battle and still won, and we should have dominated this game offense, score on the scoreboard. But hey, we dominated on the field. We took out the win. That's what's important. Skull Vikes. Subscribe, leave a comment. Tell me I'm crazy. I don't care. But watch that, just go back and look at that game again. Think about it. Think about it in your head. Go look at the stats. Go look at the intangibles, the intangible stats, PFF grades, whatever you want to go look at. You'll find out that we dominated these guys. Literally. Just not on the scoreboard. And it's because of the turnovers, and which we can iron out. They won't happen every game. And that was it. In the missed field goals. We'll get this. We'll get that ironed out. We're going to go on a run here on out, guys. We're going to go on a run mid-season here. We're going to win the next 3 games. We're going to do it. Let's go. Jacksonville's next. Bring them on. Skull Vikes.
You prepare as thoroughly as you can. The guys play their asses off.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game. Another game.
Listen, we're talking about practice. Not a game. We're talking about practice.
That you probably won't say it again.
I bet I do.
Okay.
Chris?
If you want to crown them, then crown their ass. If they are who we thought they were, when we let them off the hook.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.